Hey, Matt and Sheri here. Why is downsizing so hard?
Well, it's hard because we have too much stuff.
I know. In this video, we are going to give you 3 steps that show you how to downsize. And at the end, you'll get a quick and easy guide to get you started.
Yeah, it's a great idea and a natural next step. After all, the kids are finally on their own, hopefully, and taking care of a house and yard that's too big gets old.
It's time to relax. Spend time with your friends and family, or maybe travel.
Yeah, travel sounds good to me. But where do you start? Sorting through years of stuff can feel overwhelming, and everything seems to be attached to a memory.
Matt and I have been helping more and more people who are thinking of downsizing. In fact, we've been thinking about it ourselves.
Yeah?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
But we also realize it's much harder than it sounds. The first time I experienced how emotional it can be, it was years ago. We had a client who had lived in her house for 25 years. She loved Western art, and over the years, she collected a lot of it. I mean a lot. Every single wall was covered with it. She needed to move, but the thought of packing her art was paralyzing to her. It was painful and emotional. I could sense it wasn't just about moving to a different home. It was about leaving the memories behind from her old one. I asked her if it would help if I brought some boxes and packed them for her. She said okay, a bit reluctant, but it was still a yes. Once her art was packed, it was crazy. It was like it wasn't her home anymore, and she was able to pack the rest on her own.
I think most of the time we tell ourselves we're not ready, we have plenty of time. And before you know it, a year or so goes by, and we haven't done anything. And the truth is, getting rid of things you no longer need will make your actual move easier.
So here you go, as promised, 3 steps to get you started. Step number 1, make a memory book.
Before moving or packing anything, go room to room, take pictures, and put your memories into a book. Your house isn't just a house, it's your home filled with your memories. Keep your memories close to your heart without the clutter.
Step number 2, begin with 1 room at a time.
Yeah, divide your things into 4 categories. Keep, sell, donate, or can't decide. Put them in bins or boxes to make it easier to distribute.
I prefer bins.
She does. We have a lot of bins. But have a garage sale or something like Facebook Marketplace for the things you want to sell. And then for your more valuable things, contact a consignment store or somebody who actually specializes in estate sales. We know it's hard to let go of items you still love, but remember, you probably don't have space to keep them in your new home. And those items you can't decide, store them for a few months. If you haven't needed them, or maybe you can't even remember what's in the boxes, probably time to let them go.
I listened to a podcast the other day and heard a great saying: if you don't love it or use it, lose it. Step number 3, don't feel bad or hesitate to ask for help.
The great thing is there are people who specialize in packing, decluttering, and moving, especially for seniors. Contact us. We have tons of resources. In the meantime, download our quick and easy guide to downsizing located below.
The first step is always the hardest.
Take your time, but don't wait too long. Aging is unavoidable, and sometimes the unexpected happens. Remember your brother?
Yeah, you are right. A while back, my brother at 71 was snowboarding in California. He fell off his bike and broke his leg in 4 places. Matt had to fly to Sacramento and then drive him and his dog back to Kirkland in his motorhome. It took 2 full days, and it was 5 days before Christmas. And it was in the middle of a snowstorm.
It was not easy. Because there were too many stairs in his house, he couldn't go home. So he stayed with us for a couple of months until he could get around on his own. That was not easy.
That's when it hit me. People need to plan downsizing while they are still in control of their circumstances and are physically able to do it. If we wait too long, we may have to depend on someone else to decide for us.
As we became seniors ourselves, we realized that downsizing is much more than just finding a smaller home on one level. It can be a bit daunting.
You are leaving behind years of memories. You are facing the reality of aging. You are entering an unknown future, which may seem the scariest of all of them.
And while everybody's journey is different, we all want to be understood through this life-changing journey.
We are here to help. If you need some help, call us or send us an email.
And come back next week as we continue to explore the downsizing journey.